All right, so today is week 7, Thursday, Q1 Science 7. And this is on dimensional analysis. So, okay, take a look over here. Do you see the squares over 1 right there?
Yeah.
There's a square on top and there's a square on the bottom. That's how you cancel, right?
Mhm.
That part cancel. It has to be top and bottom. It's kind of like saying, like a square is a square, right? It's kind of like saying 6/6. It just cancels. Do you see that?
Yeah,
It has to be the same. Heart over heart cancels, right? So then what's left? It's a triangle over 1, which is just a triangle. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Okay. So then for this one, the first example, you have circle with circle, that cancels. Diamond with diamond, that cancels. What's left?
Whatever the hell that is.
It's an upside down triangle. That's it. Okay. So that is your answer. Now, for example 2, I want you to go ahead and start canceling and see if you can understand how they end up with a crescent moon and a plus sign. Dimensional analysis is conversion, so this is one of the conversions. So do you now see how it's done?
Yeah.
Lightning bolt cancels a lightning bolt. Circle cancels with circle, so then what's left? Crescent and plus sign, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think goes in the question mark?
I don't. That whatever that thing
The
is.
star?
Yeah.
So yeah, just draw that right there. Yeah. That's pretty easy, isn't it? I don't think it's too bad. All right, without using numbers, just units, fill in the conversion factor to get the month to seconds, okay? So let's break this down. 1 month equals usually 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 day equals how many hours?
24.
Okay. 1 hour equals, what does it break down to?
60 minutes.
Okay. 1 minute is equal to?
60 seconds.
So what do you think it goes in here? Month times days. Without using numbers, times hours. Times minute. Well, from months to seconds, it's just days, hours, and minutes, isn't it? I don't understand why she has 2 more other ones right there. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's see. So we're committing months to days. We got days, right? Days to hours. Hours to minutes. Minutes to seconds. Yeah, I don't really know what else she wants. So you can put a question mark and a question mark right there. Okay, so here's an example. A more complicated dimensional analysis problem with the steps needed to solve. The teacher at Zebra High School has been known to assign a good amount of homework. If a student takes 6 classes per day and each class is assigned half an hour of homework, how many hours of homework is that student assigned per marking period? The school is 200 days. Marking period is a quarter of the school year. Well, what we're wrong. Oh, let's do it again. Okay, so let's just break this down. Okay, there are 200 days, right? Equals 1 school year, right? Or I should put it this way: 1 school year equals 200 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then 200 days, right? Well, a quarter of the 200 days is a marking period, or a quarter, I should say, but they call a marking period, right?
Yeah.
Really, it's a marking period, but it's really it's like a quarter, right?
Mhm.
So a quarter of 200, if you take 200 divided by 4, what do you get?
50.
So every 50 days equals 1/4, right?
Yeah.
And it says how, let's see. And it says 6 classes a day. So there's 6 classes equals 1 day. Okay, 1 class is 0.5 hours of homework, right?
Mhm.
All right, so then this is what we're gonna do. 6 classes a day times half an hour per class, right?
Yeah.
And how many days are there? 200 days a year. 4 marking period in the year, right?
Yeah.
Start your dimensional analysis problem with the unknown. What are you trying to solve? For how many hours of homework you assign per marking period? Hours of homework divided by marking period. Your hours of homework, okay. I don't understand what the book she's trying to do here. Hours of homework is 0.5 hours, right? Over per class.
Yeah.
Gotta, okay, the classes on the bottom, you gotta make sure you have classes here, right? 6
Yeah.
classes, right?
Yeah.
Per day. That makes sense. 6 classes equals 1 day, right? So then that part cancels. So now you have 0.5 and 6, right? Now we need to cancel days. Well, isn't there like 200 days per marking period?
Yeah.
So 200 day goes on top, days and days cancel per school year, fine. 1 school year goes 4 marking period. School year cancels, 4 go on the bottom, right? So then what do you have? You get 0.5 times 6 times 200 divided by 4. Do you see how, like, to cancel something, you gotta have the top and the bottom, right? So then your answer at the very end, what's answer do you have left? Look over here. What do you have left? We canceled everything, so what's left? We have hours of homework, marking period, right? So that's what's not canceled, that's what's left, right? So then this answer is just gonna be hours of homework over marking period. This is how many hours of homework you have per marking period. And if you take a look at this, half of 6 is 3, right? 200 divided by 4 cancels. That's gonna give me a 50, right? 3 times 50 is 150. So you have 150 hours of homework for every marking period. So that means for every quarter or 50 days, you have 150 homework assignments.
Yeah.
All right. Now multiply the top numbers. We already did that, right?
Yeah.
And it's 150. Yep, 150 hours every marking period. So every 50 days, right? So basically it's saying you do 150 hours of homework per quarter, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna apply this method. Okay, so here we go. Number 1. Read question number 1.
Wow, that's a lot. Bitch, that's literally what you do.
I know, it's fine. We already established that. Go. Question number 1. Question number 1. Read.
You throwing a pizza party for 15 people and figure out each person like each four slices. You call up the pizza place and learn each pizza will cost $14.78. It will be cut into 12 slices. You tell them that they'll call back. How much pizza
Money.
money will you need for the party? Use a dimensional analysis.
Write out all the conversions. Okay, so let's start off with this one. 15 people is what you have, right?
Mm.
1 person eats how many pizza?
4 slices.
So write that down. Well, actually, we'll do 1 person for 4 slices because you're gonna have to use it like this, right? Okay, 15 people, 1 person, 14 slices. Each pizza costs you $14.78. Okay, 1 pizza. It's 1 whole pizza, right? Is gonna be $14.78. And you can also say 1 whole pizza has 12 slices, right? So what is the question asking you to find? how much pizza money will you need for the party? So your answer has to be in money, right? So the end of this has to be money, right? Right? Okay, so let's start with this. There are 15 people, right?
Yeah.
Over 1, right? Times 1 people. Get over here, need more space. Okay, so 15 people, right, over 1, correct?
Yeah.
Times 1 person is how many slices?
1.
Do you see how the P and the P are top and the bottom? Times. So let's go by slices, okay? 4 slices. There are 12 slices is 1 whole pizza. So I'm gonna put 12 slices is 1 whole pizza. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Now that I get rid of the whole pizza, do you have one that has a whole pizza? Oh, I did this wrong. You see the S's right here? I can't put 12S, I gotta put 12S in the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And I know 1 whole pizza is how much?
14.78.
Okay, do I end up with a dollar sign there? So watch, P and P cancels. Do you see that? Slices and slices cancel, right? Whole pizza cancel. Did I end up with the money right here on top? Yes, I did. That's exactly what I want. So here's a calculator. You could use a calculator for that.
You see 110?
That's 1 whole pizza. That's 1 whole pizza.
Oh, no, say it says 100.
But it's not. You figure that out. There's a calculator. Figure it out. I'm gonna make. Yeah. So
And then after that,
after that, I'm gonna pick up my brother and sister, and then I'll go to my class and then finish this on your own. This is a lot of pages. You understand? So you have to
No.
finish it.
it's her fault. Why did she sign so much?
I don't want to tell you. Nope. Well, she gave that to you earlier this week, but during that time, you had a bunch of other fucking homework to do, so
Yeah, she's evil.
I get it.
She doesn't know how to teach.
Did she teach you how to do this in class?
No,
Didn't teach you how to do this in class?
no.
Shocking.
And she randomly like chose a quiz that not a lot of people knew. 0, 8.
So, what I wanted to do, the numbers on top, 15, 4, 1, you didn't know what about 1, times 14.78. Do you see that?
Which is 886.8.
That's great.
And then the bottom is 0.083.
Divided by 12, and what do you have?
What
Divided by 12, what do you have?
the hell are you on about?
What is your answer?
Divide 12 by what?
Divide everything on top by 12. Do you not see the 12 on the bottom? You have to divide everything by 12.
Why 12?
Because that's the number 12 right there on the bottom. It's 1 whole slice over 12 slices. Do you see the 1 times the 1 times the 12 times the 1, which is 12? Do you see the division bar right here?
Yeah.
You're dividing. So you got 886 on top, correct?
Yeah.
What's on the bottom? What's 1 times 1 times 12 times 1?
Oh, 12.
No, divide. What is your problem? This is not
sorry.
difficult.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, maybe I don't learn as much as you. So
Or maybe you just don't learn enough because you're not paying attention. You're just messing around.
maybe I don't pay attention.
You're messing around.
No, I'm not. Like I'm literally.
Stop right now. Decide what patterns and ultimately seeking. So this is basically the entire thing. This part right here that we just did, right here, needs to go right there. Do you see that? So just rewrite that entire thing over here. Rewrite that entire thing over here. Don't cross it out, just rewrite it. Do you understand? Okay, number 2. You're gonna do that later. Read, please.
Decide what the problem is, ultimately asking for.
A teacher wants. You're gonna do that on your own. This is already done. So go over here.
Okay, underline the ultimate.
A teacher, number 2.
Okay, a teacher wants to give all of her students enough chocolate tomorrow to make them happy and excited to learn. It's a known fact that it takes exactly 47 chocolate chips to make students happy. The average cookie contains about 29 chocolate chips. The teacher had 5 classes, and each class with an average of 25 students. How many chocolate chip cookies does she need to make all her students happy for tomorrow?
So at the very end, what do you want to end with? Like the last one, we want to end with a dollar sign, right? For the cost of pizza. What do you want to end with this one? Go to the very end.
How many chocolate chip cookies does she need to bake in order to make all of her students happy?
Write down number of chocolate, not number of chocolate chips, but chocolate chips cookies, right? And put a star next to it because that's what you want to end with. Now the first box, I'm gonna do the conversions. What's the first number they give you?
The first number they gave me is 47 chocolate chips.
What does that give you though? Well, what does that mean? I'm just gonna chocolate chip.
To make a student happy.
Chocolate chip equal 1 student happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in a fraction. We put 47 cc chocolate chip over 1 s for student. Do you see how we did that fraction?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first one. Next one. What's another number that they give you? The average cookie.
The average cookie contains about 29 chocolate chips.
1 cookie equals 29 cc chocolate chip. So we're gonna write that in a fraction. We put 1 co equals 29 cc for chocolate chip. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you gotta convert it into a fraction. What's the third one? There are 5 classes, and how many students in each class?
Hold on, please. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you don't need a copy. You should just read it by yourself and figure it out yourself.
Five classes over 25 students.
No, there's 25 students per class. There's not 25 students in the entire class.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I don't know how to rewrite that exactly, but I know there's 25 student equals 1 class. Right? There's 25 classes. I can't put anything over here. I don't know what else to put under that. But that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with this. So you want to end up with chocolate chips, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with 5 classes. 5 classes. Since this one's single, it's by itself. There's nothing else with it. We're just gonna start with 5 classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Times. I want the classes to be on the bottom, right? 1 class equals 25 students. Do you see that?
Yeah. So
classes cancel. Now I have students on top, right? Do I have another one here that has students?
Once 47 chocolates.
Good.
Chocolate chips equals
1 student with 47 chocolate chip. So now we're starting with chocolate chips, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many chocolate chip per cookie?
29.
29 chocolate chip, 1 cookie. Did I end up with a number of cookies on top? Remember, number of cookies, right?
Yeah.
Do I have cookie on top?
Yes.
Good, then that's it. Now let's just cancel everything. Classes cancels the classes. Do you see that? Student cancels the student. Do you see that? Chocolate chip cancel chocolate chip. What are we left with? Cookies,
Yeah.
which is what I want, right? So in the numerator,
1. Actually, no.
okay, 5 times 25 times 47 is the top. Divided by what? What's on the bottom?
1112. So it's 2.
It's not
29,
2.
29.
Okay, now divide it, please. Let me know what you have. This is really healthy, so you guys should try it. The grain salad.
What's in it?
Garbanzo beans, mango, quinoa. Ew! It's really good, it's healthy. On. Hey! Quinoa. Oh, hold on. Okay, quinoa. Big deal. Well, what's your answer? Food. Stop it.
I did incorrectly.
You have a calculator. I don't know how you're freaking 5 times 25 times 47.
5,875.
That's fine. Divided by what?
20.
Which is approximately what?
202.6.
What?
Cookies.
There you go. Okay, I want you to go to the next page.
How long does it take to drive 400 miles? I put 5 hours.
How'd you get that?
Because when I think of when we're going to San Francisco. So
How long does it take to drive 400 miles? You travel 400 miles. It took 420 minutes. Why would it be 500? It just says it took 420 minutes.
oh,
If you drove 800 miles, you just double it. Question number letter C. How many miles can you drive on 16 gallons of gas?
400 miles.
What's your answer for B? If you double the 800 miles, you double the minutes. So what would that be? $420 minutes equals 400 miles. If you double the miles, what's 420 times 2 minutes?
800
Yeah, 800 what? It's not 800.
miles.
Go back and do that again. You're not understanding the question. I need to go pick up your sister and brother. So when I get back here, I expect you to get a little bit further than what you have. Do you understand? You see what I'm doing by yourself?
840 minutes